Okay, so hello, I have Jane Savage with us today, and she's
Hi.
going to share a bit about community mentoring and her experience of it. So hi Jane, how are you?
Hi, Keeva. I'm good, thank you. Good.
Good. So Jane, do you want to tell a wee bit about yourself, where you're from, a wee bit about your family?
Yeah, so as you know, my name's Jane. I'm married to Phil. Next year we'll have been married 25 years. We have two girls, Amy and Megan, and we live in the northwest of England, in between Manchester and Liverpool. Worked for ROC since November last year and became a mentor in January of last year. So I was a mentor before I was an employee of ROC. I also am a personal assistant, helping people with special needs, and I'm a member of our local church and quite involved in the community, working with the elderly.
Fantastic. And so Jane, you are a mentor, and how did you get involved being a community mentor?
To be actually truthful, I'm not actually sure how I got involved in it. I think I was told about it by a friend who thought, one of these friends that says, here am I, send her. And I think she heard it and thought, I think Jane would be good at that. So she recommended it, and I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll find out a little bit more. And I think my other thing was I've been a stay-at-home mum for the past 20 years, really. And I've received a lot of help from friends and family along that way, along that journey. And I've made some mistakes and I've done some good things. And I just thought it'd be really useful to share that experience with others, and wanted to share that experience with others. So that was my motivation, really, to get involved.
Fantastic. And how have you found it? Have you enjoyed being a mentor?
Yes, I have enjoyed it. I think the most obvious word would be rewarding. It's really rewarding to see your mentee develop in confidence and just grow through the time that you spend with them. I'm not saying it's always easy and it's always rewarding. There are challenges. Sometimes I think probably the biggest challenge is that your mentees can be a little bit non-committal, but actually you're a role model. So by you being reliable and turning up, you're being a role model, and so that works, and that's great. And it can be a little bit frustrating at times, but I think that's more about me as a mentor than them as a mentee. So you've got to bear with it, and you just go forward. So yeah, but overall rewarding, really rewarding.
Fantastic. And what skills, obviously as a mum raising two girls, probably learned a lot in that time of how to pass that on to the families that you're supporting. What other skills, expertise did you bring to the role, but also learnt from being a mentor as well?
Yeah, I think this is different for different people. So for me, I think one of the skills is friendliness. Everybody loves a friend, and most people need a friend. So, I think being friendly, and that opens the door to a whole lot of other things. You need to be respectful of their situation. You're not going in like a bulldozer telling them how to do things. You've got to respect that they have their way of doing things, and share ideas like you would with anybody, really. I think being a good listener is very key, and people feel loved when they feel listened to. So that's important. And when you listen to what they say, being non-judgmental is really important, because none of us like to be judged, do we? And I think many of them are lacking in confidence. So encouraging them is really, really important. And being gentle and caring when you're with them, because a little gentleness goes a long way, doesn't it? And like I said before, reliability is really important. They may well not always be reliable, but you need to be, and you need to be a good role model in that. So when you say you're going to be there, be there. It's really what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And was there, did you go through training as a mentor? What was the training? How did it help and equip you in the role?
Yeah, we did have some training. So before we had the training, we were interviewed, and I thought, oh dear. But actually, that really wasn't about, do I pass the interview or fail? That was about further down the line, they're going to match my background and my qualities and, you know, my history with my mentee, which you could definitely see when I finally got my mentee. It was really obvious that they had spent a lot of time pairing me with the right person, because if it works for me, it works for them, and vice versa. So we did the interview, and that was really great. And then we went on a 2-day training course, which was absolutely fantastic. There were biscuits and coffee and tea, which is always a win for me.
Definitely.
Yeah, but it was great because you got to spend time with your people who are also going to be mentoring, and you meet with them afterwards on a monthly or bi-monthly schedule, which is great because you can share experiences and share resources, which is good. So you start to build a relationship with them, which is really good. You go through kind of aims and objectives of being a mentor, qualities of a mentor, which, you know, we talked about, the modelling stages and boundaries and safeguarding. So all really, really useful and helpful. And you do role play, which when I was told we were going to do role play, I was horrified and thought, oh, I can't stand role play. And actually it was very chilled, and it was really encouraging. Nobody was, you know, giving you a hard time, you're doing it wrong, because it's not really a wrong way. It was just really, really helpful to be in life scenarios, and you're all in the same boat. So it was a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoyed it. So yeah.
Oh, fantastic! Gotta love a bit of role playing. Brings out everybody's creative side out, doesn't it? So would you encourage others to get involved as a mentor? We're setting up 2 new tele-mentoring programs in Northern Ireland, in Ballysillan and in Larne, and would really love to have people like yourself, Jane, to be our mentors on that program. So would you encourage people to get involved, and why would you what would you say as this is what you have to get involved with?
Yeah, I would say definitely yes. You know, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but for me, it's certainly been really rewarding and definitely well worth it. And even if you are unsure, I would say do the training, because that will definitely enlighten you. Because I think if you were to just say no, you wouldn't really know what you were saying no to. So I think, you know, do the training, because it's, even if you didn't become a mentor at the end of it, you would learn so much about yourself and about, you know, how to go about relationships. So definitely, you know, do the training. But like I said, it's so rewarding. I would definitely encourage people to go for it. Yeah.
Brilliant. And any words of wisdom, any things just to finish off for anybody thinking about it, but maybe a wee bit unsure?
Yeah, I don't know that my pearls of wisdom are up to much, but I think that I probably would say the most important thing is to be real and to be self. Don't try to be something you're not, because, you know, people are not daft, and they'll soon suss you out when they're seeing you for over, you know, a good 6-month period. So yeah, just be real, just be honest, and just come as you are and bring what you have.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jane, for sharing a bit of your experience about being a ROC community mentor. If you would be interested in being a new tele-mentor, which is a 10-week program that we're launching in Ballysillan in North Belfast and also in Larne, please do get in touch to hear more about how you can get involved and to be like Jane and the difference that it's made in the families that she's working with, but also in her life and how she has learned so much as well. So thank you, Jane, for sharing it. Those really good pearls of wisdom. They're so much appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you. And yes, so get in touch if you think mentoring could be for you. We'd love you to be part of our team.